I want to continue my talk on the methods that God uses to speak to his children. God uses the guidance of wise, mature, and qualified Christians. Are you in a decision-making process? Please don't rely on your personal judgment alone. Consult with matured, qualified Christians. Get counseling from your pastors. Weigh all the options and finally check the inner witness. God uses guidance of wise, matured, qualified Christians. God also uses circumstantial providence. He expects us to make decisions that are sensible and safe. God's will does not contradict common sense and circumstantial providence. I remember the story of a certain pastor who was within the church compound during a tribal clash. The gate of the compound was locked and everyone was supposed to stay wherever they were until the clash was over. This pastor insisted that he would pass through the mob to go check his family. Unfortunately, a few minutes later, he was murdered and the family was safe. The wife and the children are alive till today. If everybody has been instructed to do something in a particular circumstance, and that's what makes sense and sensible, follow that sensible decision. You have already known God's will. God speaks to us through peace. Peace is a method through which God makes his will known. In Isaiah chapter 60 verse 7, God says, I will make your officers peace and your magistrates righteousness. Some other translation says, I will make peace your governor. Peace your governor. We all know that whatever a governor dictates, everyone follows. Let peace be the governor in your life, and your magistrate to be righteousness. Whatever peace dictates, follow it. The peace of God is like God assuring you that he's with you in that situation. When you think in the direction of God's will, peace will fill your heart. When you step into one of the options before you, the presence or absence of peace helps you to discern whether it is God's will. For example, something or a relationship may look financially rewarding, but wrong for you as a person. If you step into it, you will lose your peace. Think of the consequences of every decision you want to make, and if the consequence seems to be disturbing, then hold on, don't go in that direction. Sometimes losing peace after a decision making does not necessarily mean it's very dangerous. It may be because the timing is wrong, or there are some unresolved issues that need to be addressed first. You may revisit the matter later and you may have peace about it. Some time ago, I wanted to study for a PhD. I was restless. I wasn't sure if it was God's will. But 2 years later, I was confident to go in that direction, although to a different university. So with benefit of hindsight, my initial consideration was not peaceful because the university was not right for me and the timing was wrong. Get full knowledge about the issue being considered and the people involved in that transaction, because ignorance breeds a false sense of security. If you don't want false peace, then you need full knowledge. The last one for today is righteousness. Make righteousness the magistrate of your life, the ruler of your life. Anything that does not align with righteousness is not right for you. Anything that violates God's word, that would disturb your relationship with God, should not be done. And that involves different decisions we make every day in our day-to-day life, in our relationship with other people. Anything that is considered wrong or inappropriate, we should run away from it. I pray for you today that you would hear God's voice clearly and you will live a life that is continuously pleasing to Him.